take a moment to say the Pledge of Allegiance with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The character trait of the week is civility. Civility is the act of showing regard for others by being polite. Holding the door for someone, picking up a dropped item, and saying please and thank you are some of the small ways that you can demonstrate civility for everyone and have that same civility shown to you. Attention 8th graders. Online applications for high school magnet programs are now being accepted until 1 p.m. on November 5th. The application must be submitted by the parent or legal guardian. Any application submitted by a student or anyone other than your parent or legal guardian risk being disqualified. First-time users can create a parent account using the form on the website you see on the screen. Be sure to use an active email address where you can receive important information and updates. You will be sent an email confirmation when the application is submitted. The Student Council and MTSS team will sponsor an anti-bullying Spirit Week next week, October 18th to October 22nd. We ask all students and staff to wear the following colors to encourage anti-bullying awareness. On Monday, wear blue for civility. On Tuesday, wear green for equity. On Wednesday, yellow for unity. On Thursday, red for respect. And on Friday, wear purple for positivity, all to show your awareness of anti-bullying next week, October 18th to the 22nd. The Student Council wants you to lead our school in decision-making, improving morale, and increasing the academic success of our school. Our first meeting is this Tuesday, October 12th, from 3:15 to 4:15 in room 43. No activity bus will be provided, so only stay if you have a ride or you walk home. Use the meet code DCMSSC if you would like to join virtually. The library will be closed this week, October 11th through the 15th, but it will reopen for lunches next week, October 18th to the 22nd. Be sure to sign up next week before you go to homeroom if you would like to eat lunch in the library. Did this book trailer pique your interest? Would you like to meet the author virtually? Message Miss Hill in Schoology if you would be interested in participating in the virtual author visit with Lindsay Curry, the author of Scritch on October 26th at 10 a.m. Each participant will receive a copy of the book and get a chance to ask some questions about the story to the author herself. Remember to reach out to Miss Hill on Schoology or email at chill@bcps.org if you're interested. Want to reward yourself for all the sweet things you're accomplishing at DCMS? Stop by Sweet Frog in Rosedale for a sweet treat on Thursday, October 14th. All proceeds benefit the Student Council. Student Council raises money to plan student events for all grade levels, so be sure to stop by. Attention DCMS students and staff, vocab.com is back. Make sure you're building time in your virtual learning schedule to explore vocabulary.com. Mrs. Bell is excited to host our October challenge and will be sponsoring the following prizes for students who have the most words mastered and teachers whose classes have the most words mastered at the end of the month. Congratulations to the following top 3 students who mastered the most words through vocab.com in the month of September. In 3rd place, Shania Brown. In 2nd place, Maxwell Stonebreaker. And in 1st place, congratulations to Darius Leaf for mastering the most words of any student at DCMS. Honorable mention goes to the following students, listed below. Our teachers' classes are vocab masters just like our individual students. Congratulations to Mrs. Avery's class for placing 3rd, Mrs. Lane for placing 2nd, and Mrs. Krivda's class for placing 1st in the school for the most students mastering their vocab.com words in the month of September. Honorable mention to the teachers below whose students are working hard to move up in vocab.com. Its famous yet pixelated painting is none other than The Starry Night by Vincent van Gogh. Congratulations to the following DCMS Eagles who got the answer correct: Amy Gerard, Chevelle Stevens, Alessandra Morgan Hernandez, Mackenzie Surratt, Alicia Perez, Michael Halleck, Joshua Oladeji, Hope Goldbeck, Caleb Aminadab Saravia, Alicia Conway, Josh Zavala, Samuel Flores, Brennan Monroe, Kyla Chikwe, Gloria Bongo, Sonia Poku, Alyssa Morgan, Kendra Hamilton, Tyler Rohn, Ethan Elliott, Kylie Deaver, Samira Jeffers, Anthony Ayala, Justin Sunsun, and Lauren Harmon. Congratulations, your Eagle Bucks are in the Eagle Buck Bank.
It is time for I Am Smarticus. When you find out the answer to the question that follows, message Muzhil, and if your answer is correct, your name will be added to the wall of Smarticuses.
Which U.S. president was the first to recognize Indigenous Peoples Day, which replaces Columbus Day on October 11th?
Think, think, think. Think, think, think. Think, think, think. I've got to think, 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 think.
Many people in the United States and Latin America have grown up celebrating the anniversary of Christopher Columbus's voyage. But was he an intrepid explorer who brought two worlds together? Or a ruthless exploiter who brought colonialism and slavery? And did he even discover America at all? It's time to put Columbus on the stand in History versus Christopher Columbus.
Order in the court. Wait, am I even supposed to be at work today?
Yes, Your Honor. From 1792, Columbus Day was celebrated in many parts of the United States on October 12th, the actual anniversary date. But although it was declared an official holiday in 1934, individual states aren't required to observe it. Only 23 states close public services, and more states are moving away from it completely.
What a pity. In the 70s, we even moved it to the second Monday in October so people could get a nice 3-day weekend. But I guess you folks just hate celebrations. What are we celebrating again?
Come on, Your Honor. We all learned it in school. Christopher Columbus convinced the King of Spain to send him on a mission to find a better trade route to India. Not by going east over land, but sailing west around the globe. Everyone said it was crazy because they still thought the world was flat. But he knew better. And when in 1492 he sailed the ocean blue, he found something better than India. A whole new continent. What rubbish. First of all, educated people knew the world was round since Aristotle. Secondly, Columbus didn't discover anything. There were already people living here for millennia. And he wasn't even the first European to visit. The Norse had settled Newfoundland almost 500 years before.
You don't say, so how come we're not all wearing those cow helmets?
Actually, they didn't really wear those either. Who cares what some Vikings did way back when? Those settlements didn't last, but Columbus's did. And the news he brought back to Europe spread far and wide, inspiring all the explorers and settlers who came after. Without him, none of us would be here today. And because of him, millions of Native Americans aren't here today. Do you know what Columbus did in the colonies he founded? He took the very first natives he met prisoner and wrote in his journal about how easily he could conquer and enslave all of them. Oh, come on. Everyone was fighting each other back then. Didn't the natives even tell Columbus about other tribes raiding and taking captives? Yes, but tribal warfare was sporadic and limited. It certainly didn't wipe out 90% of the population. Why is celebrating this Columbus so important to you anyway? Your Honor, Columbus's voyage was an inspiration to struggling people all across Europe, symbolizing freedom and new beginnings. And his discovery gave our grandparents and great-grandparents the chance to come here and build better lives for their children. Don't we deserve a hero to remind everyone that our country was built on the struggles of immigrants? And what about the struggles of Native Americans who were nearly wiped out and forced into reservations, and whose descendants still suffer from poverty and discrimination? How can you make a hero out of a man who caused so much suffering? That's history. You can't judge a guy in the 15th century by modern standards. People back then even thought spreading Christianity and civilization across the world was a moral duty. Actually, he was pretty bad even by old standards. While governing Hispaniola, he tortured and mutilated natives who didn't bring him enough gold, and sold girls as young as 9 into sexual slavery. And he was brutal even to the other colonists he ruled, to the point that he was removed from power and thrown in jail. When the missionary Bartolomé de las Casas visited the island, he wrote, from 1494 to 1508, over 3 million people had perished from war, slavery, and the mines. Who in future generations will believe this? Well, I'm not sure I believe those numbers. Say, aren't there other ways the holiday is celebrated? In some Latin American countries, they celebrate the same date under different names, such as Dia de la Raza. In these places, it's more a celebration of the native and mixed cultures that survived through the colonial period. Some places in the U.S. have also renamed the holiday as Native American Day or Indigenous Peoples Day, and changed the celebrations accordingly. So why not just change the name if it's such a problem? Because it's tradition. Ordinary people need their heroes and their founding myths. Can't we just keep celebrating the way we've been doing for a century without having to delve into all this serious research? It's not like anyone is actually celebrating genocide. Traditions change, and the way we choose to keep them alive says a lot about our values. Well, it looks like giving tired judges a day off isn't one of those values anyway. Traditions and holidays are important to all cultures, but a hero in one era may become a villain in the next, as our historical knowledge expands and our values evolve. And deciding what these traditions should mean today is a major part of putting history on trial.
Let's begin by finding a comfortable seated position. Draw your shoulders up to your ears and then back down. Lips are gently closed, teeth and tongue are relaxed. Begin breathing through your nose. Bringing your focus to the breath as you breathe, simply think the words inhale and exhale. Sitting tall, start to deepen each inhale and each exhale. Inhaling for a count of 4, 3, 2, pause. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, pause. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale,